Hello. Welcome to YouTube Bootcamp. I'm Sherry Barbera. It's great to see you. Thank you for coming. Okay. All right, so I'm going to check my mic and my lighting. How's the lighting, honey? We're doing a check. I got a thumbs up on that. Hello, who's here? Welcome. Great to see you. How's the sound and how's the light? Let me know.
Lighting's good. Sounds good.
Lighting's good. Sounds good. Okay, that's really funny. There were 3 people and now there's nobody.
Where'd it go?
I don't know. Okay, my pointer is working fine. Everything is good. I'm just early. All right.
About 9 minutes.
YouTube ads. That's funny.
I'll check that the computer's working.
Okay, that's working. That's funny. Putting Superman over here. I don't know if he can be seen or not. Ow. Yeah, actually, he can be seen. That's pretty funny. Okay. So you can hear me fine, honey? Okay.
It's a 5-second delay because every time we try to refresh the page to catch up.
Hi, welcome. Welcome to YouTube Bootcamp. Who's here? Let me know in the chat. We just checked the light. It seems to be going on and off a little bit. I'm sure it'll be fine though. I think there are 2 people here now. Yay. We're just getting ready. I think I'm gonna move a little bit like that. There, that's good. Yeah. My screen looks a little bit crookedy, but that's okay. How's the sound? How's the sound? Sound is good?
Another wait 3 seconds.
Oh, it's a 3-second. You know what I don't have on? Forgot to put my, okay. Oh boy. Honey, you're good. Oh. Uh-oh. Honey, you have to come over and fix this.
What's happening?
Well,
What's happening?
I don't know how to open that.
What are you opening?
I'm opening up the live stream. Oh. That's us looking really dopey.
Okay, so it's a delay right now.
Okay.
Pretty much. How do you refresh? Oh, okay, hold on.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's closer to now.
Okay. So now nobody's here. Just us. Just us chillins.
We're not going anywhere.
Okay.
Plus, still got 5 minutes.
So we still have time before we're going to get started. If you have questions about ads or anything, put them in the chat. Oh, you know what? That has to be turned off.
How does the sound get on?
I don't know. Because I keep hearing myself in delay mode. There we go.
No.
Yay, thank you, honey. Okay, good. Wow, it's 5:56 and we only have 2 people here. This is a weird Tuesday. Okay. So do you like our new studio? I think it looks great. I'm very happy about being in a smaller space. We were in a very big space, which was weird. I didn't like that. So I am, from my computer, I'm not able to connect to the chat. I can't see what anybody's saying at all, which is strange. I don't know why that is. For some reason, I am unable to connect to the chat.
Did you do it last week?
I'm going to try. Well, yeah.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see anything. So you'll have to let me know who's here and what people are saying. Who's here?
Laura.
Hi, Laura. Welcome. Thanks for coming. If you have any questions about the ads, let me know. Who else is here? Sal is on the chat, so let him know. He's able to see you and chat back to you. I'm not, which is probably a good thing because it means that I'll just stay completely focused on looking at the screen and you, which is always a good thing.
You have 800 slides.
I also have an absurd amount of slides tonight because I love bumper ads. They're so cool, and this is going to be so much fun. They're so interesting. I don't know if any of you know what bumper ads are, or if you were at the YouTube boot camp at the library when I was talking about bumper ads, but they're fun. This is going to be a lot of fun. I really like bumper ads. They're just another type of ad that you can buy to promote your business, your channel, your brand, whatever it is that you want to promote. So very cool. Anyone else here?
Did you type hello?
Did I what?
Type hello in?
I did.
Oh, but you can use the chat.
No, I can type into it, but I can't see anyone responding. Yeah, can't see any responses. So let Sal know, is the sound good? How's the lighting? Can you see the screen? These are all the typical questions that I want to know when we're live streaming. And let us know. This week we made, oh my gosh, I don't know how many videos this week. Like 5? We made a lot of videos this week. The time to put in for editing, that's the main thing, is to get them edited and up. Get them up, get them up. For those of you who know Trekking Pals, I don't know how many of you know who Trekking Pals are. They're one of our YouTube Bootcamp members, and that's what their channel's called, Trekking Pals, and it's K-K-I-N-G, Trekking. And I did an interview with them recently, and I'm going to be posting that hopefully this week for all of you to see about how, as beginners, they are having a great YouTube mindset, a great creator mindset to get their channel up, to constantly be posting videos and promoting and stuff. And it's really, really great how they are sticking to a schedule and moving forward with their channel. So check out Trekking Pals if you're not familiar with them, because that is what I will be posting soon. So a bunch more people are here. Who else is here? Oh, well, sign in so Sal can see you. Sal just said, I don't know.
Rich just came in.
Who's here? Rich. Hi, Rich. Thank you for coming. Rich is our #1 founding member for Zazumi, the membership, which is awesome. Thank you, Rich, for being awesome. And I'm hoping that more of you will sign up before the price goes up, because right now it's only $15 a month to sign up, which is amazing because all the things that are included are pretty fantastic. Who else is here? So we've got Laura, we've got Rich. Nobody else has said who they are?
No, they're all incognito.
Okay, so everybody's incognito. I'm going to wait just a few more minutes because I know that there are a bunch more people who said that they were coming and wanted to be here. So I will only wait maybe another 5 minutes and then we'll get started. So I wanted to talk to you about bumper ads. And so far I've covered YouTube TrueView ads, which TrueView just means YouTube created that name because they really wanted the viewer to have a true experience with the ads. They didn't want it to be what they consider old-fashioned ads where you were interrupted on a constant basis while you were watching something. TrueView ads should be more acceptable, something that people don't click away from so much. So that was what I was covering last week. Now, I think I will get started, and whoever shows up later, yay. So first of all, I'm going to say hello and welcome to YouTube Bootcamp. Today it's all about YouTube ads again. May is all about YouTube ads. YouTube Bootcamp is video marketing, branding, and strategy for small businesses, professionals, and creatives to grow your business, brand your business, strategize with your business. I'm Sherry Barbera, and if you don't know me, thank you for being here. I am a Google certified YouTube channel growth expert. And I'm blocking the screen, Sal said. Oh, that was weird. So, why YouTube ads? This is the question. And really, the answer is so simple. There are huge benefits to having an ad on YouTube, huge. And we've covered quite a lot of them. One of them is that businesses using YouTube video marketing see a 20% increase in website traffic. And even though we are always talking about YouTube, YouTube is a platform that lives on its own island. But we don't, as business owners. We always need to have a website because on our website, we can promote our newsletter, our products, our services, all of these kinds of things. So businesses have websites, and YouTube is a vehicle for us to do video and video marketing from. Plus, there are 2 billion users on YouTube. So come on. Plus, there are 1 billion hours watched. What? I know, this is crazy. 1 billion hours watched every single day on YouTube. So what are bumper ads? Well, they're also called pre-roll ads. And they are one of the very best formats that YouTube has. And it seems crazy, right? Because they're only 6 seconds. But the beauty of that is in the brevity. Why? Well, let's just think about what your brain can absorb. And that is the first thing. Your brain has been found to absorb on mobile. This is mobile, right? That ads trigger a response, an emotional response, in less than half a second. And that is amazing. So what that means is that if you have so 70% of YouTube videos are seen on mobile. Did you hear me? 70%. Which means that you want to be sure that your ad is dynamic and strong and very visual on a teeny weeny little screen like this. So how big is that? Like 2 by 3 inches, so not very much. So think about that when you're thinking about what are bumper ads? Why would I be using them? How would I be using them? What they do. So Bumper ads are a 6-second video that shows up before the actual video that you're going to be using. You've seen them all the time. If you go on YouTube and you're looking at videos, you've always seen a bumper ad. It's something that happens right before the video, and you have to wait 5 seconds before you can skip away. But the ad itself is 6 seconds. And that's one of the interesting things about bumper ads, is that you need to be able to capture someone's imagination and keep them watching for such a short amount of time. How the heck do you do that? Well, if your goal is to increase leads, if your goal is to multiply your revenue, and your goal is to get the biggest bang for your buck, then YouTube ads are the most powerful type of advertising that you can do. And powerful is the truth. Because when you think about how many people are on YouTube, there is power there. YouTube has 6 ad formats, and we have already covered skippable ads. Those are both in-stream. Those are all in-stream. So skippable and non-skippable ads. We also covered last week video discovery ads. Today we're going to cover bumper ads. And next week we're going to finish up with outstream and masthead ads. So today is all about bumper ads, but I am going to recap just a little bit what we've covered, because it sort of is important for you to see what the whole picture is that has to do with all of these ads. So what are skippable video ads? Skippable video ads are something that you have seen all the time. They show up on the video that you're watching, and they're a little tiny overlay. And sometimes they are skippable and sometimes they are not. The ones that show up on your video overlay are non-skippable. You have to click them to take them off. They're also referred to as true view in-stream ads. So what is the great thing about them? Well, what's really great about them is that they're designed to attract attention. And they're designed to attract the attention of your prospects. So they're a great way to get free visibility, because a person has to literally watch 6 seconds for you to have to pay. So even if they only watch 5 seconds, even if you haven't grabbed them enough to get them to watch that 6 second, they still have watched 5 seconds of the ad. That's pretty powerful right there. Skippable YouTube ads are a type that allow you to do something kind of amazing, because I was just talking about how traditional ads pretty much disrupted or interrupted the viewer while they were watching something. And most of the ad formats now don't even do that. They don't disrupt, but these do. And so that gives you a little bit of an edge, because it makes people pay attention. Non-skippable video ads. So I did cover those. Those are the overlays that you have to click off of. And that's what they look like. They're also referred to as non-skippable in-stream ads, and they can last 15 seconds. They can even be longer than that. So it just depends upon whether somebody clicks on them or not. Non-skippable YouTube ads can show anytime, before, during, or after a video. But viewers are not allowed to click off of them. That's what is so amazing. So viewers cannot click off of them. They have to watch your entire ad. This is, pretty powerful stuff for you if you're the advertiser. So if you have a great offer to showcase, then try non-skippable ads. We did cover already in-stream ads, skippable and non-skippable, and last week we covered discovery ads. So if you haven't seen either one of those videos, here are the links. I will also post them in the description below after the video is over. And you can also go to our YouTube channel and just find them because they're the most recent videos that we did. YouTube has a number of formats. As I said, they have 6 different formats. And today we are covering bumper ads. Are there any questions, Sal? Okay. Anybody else show up that I know that I should say hello to? If you're here, say, hey, somebody gave me a like. Thank you. You know I love those likes. Say who you are so that Sal can yell at me and I can say hello to you. Creating a YouTube ad. Hi, Sam. Hola. Thank you for coming. If you have any questions, let me know. Creating YouTube ads is so much easier than you think. And the reason for that is because both Google and YouTube are on your side. They just want to make it as simple as possible. They want you to succeed. And the reason for that is because the more successful you are at advertising, the more money you spend, right? So it's very simple. It's all about money. So these are a variety of YouTube ad formats. There are different types and placements for YouTube ads. And that's what this shows you. Now, the combination of video marketing with Google search engine, that's what gives you incredible leverage. And that's why using Google Ads and Google AdSense and YouTube ads is so smart. Video is the best way to capture a person's attention and influence them. Video. So that's why video marketing is so successful. And when I say video marketing, I don't necessarily mean that you have to make an ad. I just mean that you need to make videos about your business and services and products and what your channel's about and everything, and just get it out there. I mean, that in itself is marketing. Okay, so pre-roll ads. One of YouTube's best formats are bumper ads, and they are only 6 seconds. So that's kind of cool because it forces you to say exactly what you want to say in the shortest possible time. It's like when Twitter first started and it was only 140 characters, and most people were used to typing on and on and on and on and a whole bunch of stuff and, yada, yada, yada. And then Twitter came along and was like, nope, you got to say everything you want to say in 140 characters. And people were like, what? How am I supposed to do that? And really, it's not easy to be super succinct, but YouTube wants you to be that with a bumper ad. And one of the ways that you can learn how to do that successfully is by looking at Twitter posts from brands, because brands use Twitter very successfully with very succinct type and copy. Mobile ads can trigger an emotional response in less than half a second. Less than half a second. Your brain only needs 400 milliseconds. Think about that. Your brain only needs 400 milliseconds to react, to see a mobile ad and to react to it emotionally. That is crazy. So this is another reason why 6-second bumper ads work. They work. And they even work on mobile. They work really well. How do they work? There are 4 things that every bumper ad needs in order to be successful. Number 1 is some kind of person. And by a person, I mean, it can even be a person's voice. There just needs to be some kind of emotional connection to a person. The next thing is motion, right? So you want to catch people's attention. You want them to just be like, you do that by creating activity, creating animation, or doing something that's fast, some kind of motion. The other thing is having a very sharp and precise focus. And that does not mean that your image is sharp and precise and focused, and yet it should be. What it means is that your content is very focused. It's very precise, and it's exactly what you want the viewer to respond to. And the last thing is framing. How you frame that entire 6 seconds. Well, I'm going to show you exactly what that means right now. Ready for an ad? Here we go.
Paul's kids, because parenting is hard enough.
That was 6 seconds. Hall's kids, because parenting is hard enough. And the first thing she did was cough. So the sound is what got your attention. But here you think that it's going to be this cute, adorable little interaction between a dad and his daughter. And the first thing she does is cough her little sick body all over him. So this is how it grabs your attention. Also, what you want to have is a catchy, on-brand message. This is your tagline. This is something that people are used to hearing you say, or this is something that you want as a new tagline or something new that you want people to remember, that you want them to say. Ready?
Too thick, too fluffy, too good not to share. Lego your ego.
So that ad didn't even have a person in it, did it? But it did have a voice. And the voice was a little annoying, right? A little bit annoying. Thank you for that second like. I appreciate that. And the reason that the voice was a little bit annoying is because you hear it. You hear it. And if you think about radio ads, often the person's voice on the radio ad is horribly annoying, right? And sometimes you actually change the station when you hear that. But a lot of times you actually listen to what the person is saying just because of that annoying voice that caught your ear and caught your attention.
Hey, Dale's here.
Hey, Dale. Welcome. So thank you, Dale. Dale is our second fantastic Zazumi member. I really appreciate that. I hope more of you sign up today. So this is a Geico bumper ad. Ready? Here we go.
So, what do you say? I say savings.
You can't skip this Geico ad because it's already over. Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Okay, so...
Hold the door. Thank you so much.
Oh, sorry.
Can you sit too?
Okay, so this ad actually continues if you were watching it. And it's very humorous. I'll let you watch it.
Okay, I'll just do it myself then. Excuse me.
Oh my God. I didn't realize it was this long.
Oh my God.
So this is what happens if you watch the whole entire ad. Okay.
Turn it off.
So the point of that was the first 6 seconds are the bumper ad. And then if you loved it and you want to keep watching it, they actually made an entire ad, just a fun, funny ad for you to think about Geico. I mean, really, it's just all about thinking about Geico. So that's what that was all about. So how can you make a successful bumper ad? Well, you want to use what those videos have in common.
Paul's kids, because parenting is hard enough.
They start with a powerful brand moment. And the brand moment is you need cough drops
Is that two different ads?
when you're
David
sick.
wants to know- David wants to know if that was two different ads.
The Halls one?
Yeah.
Hi, David. No, those are the same ads. I just repeated it because, you know, when you only watch 6 seconds, you don't necessarily even know what you just looked at, right? And see, you didn't know if that was the same ad or not, but that was the same ad. And so the second time you see it, you might see something completely different that you missed the first time. In a bumper ad, did that answer your question well enough, I hope? Well, yeah, it was the same ad. Okay, so it did answer your question. The first few seconds of the video are crucial. And of course, that is true in every single video that you make. It has nothing to do with ads. It has everything to do with people clicking away if you don't grab their attention right at the start. And you know that. I've covered that a zillion and one times, but in a 6-second bumper ad, think about it, 6 seconds. So if you don't make your opening unbelievably dynamic, wow, it's not going to be good. The other thing that they do is they put the brand front and center. So if you noticed, and those were pretty fast, Halls had their logo right there. Lego had Lego gigantically right there. Geico had Geico enormously. So the brand is front and center. So if you start with a logo overlay, that is putting your brand front and center. It orients the viewer. And you want the viewer to quickly know what it is that they're watching. So it orients the viewer and hopefully engages them at the same time very quickly. And that's one of the reasons why brands especially use bumper ads, because most of you do know the big brands. Most of you do recognize their logo. Most of you do know what their fonts are. That's the text that they're using. And it registers. It registers in your mind almost right away that it's that company. And this is why they start off with a branded logo. The other thing to do in a 6-second ad is if you are a product, if that's what your business is about, products, immediately feature your products. So Lego is all about products.
Laura has a question.
Laura's question.
Geico paying for a bumper ad plus an extended ad?
So Laura's question is Geico paying for a bumper ad plus an extended ad? Geico is paying for a bumper ad. And what happens is when somebody does watch the entire thing, they are charged cost per thousand views, CPMs. And we'll get into that later, but it still is a bumper ad. That's a great question, Laura. Thank you. The other thing you want to do is use catchy music and sounds, right? So you got the cough right away. And with Geico, it was the voiceover of the man saying Geico in 15 seconds, blah, 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 that kind of stuff. What are the essential components of your ad success? Music, sound, voice. Music, sound, voice. Now, you don't have to use all of them, but you need to have some of those. That was sound, making sounds. So here we go again. This is the same ad that I showed you before. Lego.
Too thick, too fluffy, too good not to share. Lego your ego.
The music followed the voice throughout the whole entire thing. And that's one of the ways that you can get attention in 6 seconds, because it's very hard to get attention in 6 seconds. And unlike Facebook, 95% of videos on YouTube are watched with the sound on. So this is very, very different, because when you're making videos that you want to put on Facebook, most people used to be watching Facebook when they weren't supposed to be at work. And so the sound was off most of the time. So it was very important to have text and all kinds of things so that they knew what they were looking at. Well, with YouTube and with YouTube videos, And that's just so completely different. 95%. So only 5% of people are listening with the sound off. Hugely, hugely different. So you want to keep that in mind. Here is another one. This is a really fun pre-roll bumper ad. Ready? 6 seconds.
New Doritos Collisions. 2 flavors, 1 bag.
Okay, that was it. 6 seconds. So you were captured right away. You got the logo right away. You got a person, you got sounds, you got music, you got action, you got movement. They did it all. That was a hugely successful ad. And the brand, I'm not exactly sure what the increase was in sales, but it was pretty dramatic after this ad came on. What they did, which is absolutely incredible, is they showed 5 different shots in 6 seconds. So when you think about what do you need to show in a 6-second ad, you actually can show a lot. I didn't show you a Dove ad, but Dove did 7 shots in 6 seconds. So we absorb very quickly whatever it is that we see visually. We absorb it very, very fast, 400 milliseconds to our brain to connect, what we just saw and absorb it. So you can do a lot with a 6-second bumper ad. It's pretty amazing. You want to capture attention in the very first few seconds. So another way to do that is with jump cuts and multiple shots. I'm sorry, I'm standing in front of it again. Jump cuts and multiple shots quickly capture attention, and jump cuts are when you go from one thing to something totally different. You literally jump from this shot to the next one, this clip to the next one. And multiple shots are exactly what Doritos did, where they're showing different things in succession, and there's a ton of stuff coming at you, and you're absorbing it, you're seeing it, you're getting it. When you make an ad, it's so important to think mobile first. Think mobile first, because let's go back again. 70% of people are looking at YouTube on their phone. Now, right now, during this period of time, people are at home, not necessarily looking on their phone as much. However, that's going to change and go back again to everybody being outside and running around and doing stuff. And once again, they're going to be looking on their phone. 70%. That's what I just said. And mobile views. Insane, right? This is just one of those insane statistics. Mobile gets 1 billion views every single day. So why wouldn't you want to put a bumper ad on mobile? You would. It's smart. You should do it. People on mobile. They just might be watching in battery saving mode. What does that mean for you? Well, it means, can they see your ad? Because their screen's going to be dark. So what do you need to do to be sure that they do? You want to make a huge impact with your ad, right? Oh my gosh. So there are 2 ways to do that. You want to use super bright colors that show up against dark, and you want to use giant text. So those 2 things will help you Somebody gave me a 3rd like, thank you. Those 2 things will help you tremendously on tiny little screens, and especially if they're dark. Why use a 6-second ad? Because it sounds crazy, but it's not. It's not crazy. There are 2 kinds of campaigns. There are 2 kinds of ad campaigns where 6-second ads are super smart. And I'm not just saying that. These are statistics from YouTube. And YouTube knows, because they cover every single different type of ad format and break them all down and know which are super successful and for which type of goals. And we covered that last week and the week before. And you notice that skippable and non-skippable ads may have completely different campaign goals. Discovery ads, completely different campaign goals. So what about bumper ads? Well, there are two things that you successfully can do with bumper ads. The first one is to increase your brand awareness. And if you're just trying to get people to know who you are and what your brand is about, bumper ads. The second one is reach. And reach is, how do you get your ads? How do you build your brand to the most amount of people? What is your reach? How far can you go? And bumper ads allow you to reach a lot more people. And remember that if people only watch the first 6 seconds and then they skip away, you don't pay for that. So this is a fantastic way for you to get your brand out there and start building your brand awareness and your reach, even not paying for it. I mean, wow, it's pretty amazing. Memorable short ads are designed to increase brand awareness and reach more customers. That is the goal. So that is the campaign goal that you want if you're going to use bumper ads. So this is a bumper ad. I'm not showing you the ad itself. I'm just showing you that Nike uses a ton of bumper ads, a ton. And they don't just use the bumper ads themselves. They use them in conjunction with a bunch of other types of ads. They have $1 trillion, but also it's a very smart way for you to get your brand noticed even more, is to do multiple kinds of ads at the same time. Why? Well, number one, because it increases recall. And even though you can look at that and it's the Nike swoosh, it's their logo, still they're smart enough to know that you want to continually be out there. You want to continually beat people over the head with who you are, what your brand is. Buy me, buy my products. Buy me, buy my products. Look, it's me, Nike, right? So that's what you want to do. Sal?
Laura wants to know.
Laura has a
bumper ads
question.
Only around my videos or other people's videos?
Laura wants to know, are bumper ads only around your own videos or are they around anybody's videos? When you place an ad with YouTube, you never have the option. They are never asking you, and you never have the option to say, I want my ad to show around my video. YouTube decides where those ads show. YouTube decides where every single ad shows, never you. And the reason for that is because when you're creating your ad, you go through a whole process to create your ad. And the process is, who is your audience? What is my audience looking for? Who am I as a brand? Who is my customer? What does my customer want? You go through a whole series of questions. And then on top of that, you should go to Think with Google, find your audience, find my audience. Because on Think with Google, find my audience, you can even get more in depth about what your ad goal should be, who your target audience should be. Because when you set up your ad in the back end on Google Ads, because that's literally where you set it up, is Google Ads for a YouTube ad. When you're setting your ad up, these are the questions you are going to have to answer about your ad campaign. And the reason for that is, as you answer more and more questions about what your campaign is about, YouTube/Google knows where to put it. They know so much better than you will ever know, because they've done all the research. They have all the research. They have tons and tons and tons of research on your customers that you will never have. So an ad is always placed not by you, but by YouTube/Google in your best interests. So if you give them all of the correct information, they will know where to put it. Now, with that being said, you can always put an ad in your video. No one's stopping you from doing that. It's your video. If you want to put your own ad in, you want to create your own commercial, do it. That's perfectly fine. You can do it. And hey, guess what? It's a non-skippable ad, right? Well, they could go forward, but there it is right in your video. So do that if you want to. You can certainly do that. Another reason to use bumper ads is consideration. And this is a word that YouTube uses because it's pretty succinct. And what they mean by that is, will your audience consider your product? Is someone looking for a product just like yours? And if they are, you want to be right there when they're thinking about it. You want to be the first one that comes up when they type into search, blah, 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 your product, right? You want to be the one that comes up. Well, with ads, you come up. So that's one of the great things about paying for an ad, is that you get guaranteed placement for certain things. So if you sign up for a Google ad and it's a specific ad that you are allowing to go into search, if someone searches specifically for what your ad is about, guess what? You come up on the first page. And yeah, you can pay for that. So that is pretty fantastic because first page is gold. Favorability. That's another thing that you want to think about when you're doing bumper ads. Purchase intent. These are all things that YouTube is going to ask you about when you're placing your ads. These are all things that you want to keep in mind when you're creating these bumper ads. Brand interest. Is someone actually interested in what it is that you're offering? So you're building this awareness. You're building and you're building and you're building. Here's another bumper ad for you. Adidas. Hard to believe that's 6 seconds, right? It's very, very fast. So it's the music, it's the people, it's the action. Everything happened very, very quickly, but it really did catch your eye and it really did catch your attention. And that's what that's all about. Here's another one. Tata Tiger. Here we go.
Presenting the Tata Tigo style bag, born of style.
I love the last thing, born of style. So this is when you're trying to create a memorable tagline, something that you want people to remember. The very last thing that happens on that 6-second bumper ad is that new tagline. So very, very smart. Lots of action for you to watch. So where do these pre-roll bumper ads show up? Well, you've all seen them. So you pretty much know, right? They show up right before a video starts, and they are not skippable the first 5 seconds of a 6-second bumper ad. So for example, this is a 6-second bumper ad. And this is showing you, I'm so bad at this backwards thing. This is showing you where, oh man, okay. So 3 out of 6 seconds has played so far, but it shows you how long the ad itself is. Why should you use it? We just went over this. Brand awareness. Actually, bumper ads are better if they're part of a bigger ad campaign. So if you're using bumper ads in conjunction with skippable or non-skippable ads or discovery ads, that makes them even stronger. So you want to keep in mind, what are you using your bumper ads for? If you're using bumper ads hoping that nobody clicks on them, right? Nobody watches the full 6 seconds and you're just getting brand recognition and you're just building your brands and you're not getting charged, that's a smart way to use them, I think. The other thing is you set the dollar amount so you can decide how much or how little you want to spend on them. An example. If you were going to do a True View ad campaign, you could do a complete ad for your True Views, which can be like a 30-second ad, and you can pull from that the best 6 seconds to create your 6-second bumper. And this is how you use multiple ads to reinforce what you're trying to reinforce. In this case, brand awareness and reach. So you go after certain kinds of things and then you just want to multiply it. You can create a true view ad and then use it again as a bumper ad. So you just take those 6 seconds out and use it again as a bumper ad. And the thing that's so smart about this is that you've already put in the time, you've already put in the energy, you've already created the graphics, you got the music, you've done whatever you needed to create this longer true view ad. So now for you to take out the parts of it that are going to be the most dynamic 6 seconds is really, really smart. And it's the same thing that we've talked about doing with all of your videos for your social media marketing. It's the same exact thing. They have a formula that works. You have a formula that works. You make a video for YouTube, and then out of that video, you pull out of it and create a trailer. You create a new little clip, and you post this stuff on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, even Instagram. This is where you are remarketing and getting so much more bang for that video buck. And it's a smart thing to do. Bumper ads can also appear before, during, or after a video. And this is only a monetized YouTube video. What do I mean by that? Well, what I mean by that is bumper ads are only shown to a prospective audience on a video where the creator is making money on the video, or the creator on the back end of their channel has said, yes, you can make money off my videos. And this is the reason to do that. This is the reason to do that. So for bumper ads, and you as a new creator, let's say you're a new creator, you're just starting out, or you've been doing it for a while, but you still haven't hit that 1,000 subscribers and the 4,000 watch hours. You still aren't a part of the YouTube Partner Program, so you can't make money off of the ads around your videos. But if you on the back end of your channel say, yes, other people can make money off the ads shown around my videos, hey, guess what? Who's going to show your videos more? If they're specifically what somebody wants. YouTube. So very, very smart to say, yeah, you can do that. And all you need to do is go into Creator Studio, is go into YouTube Studio. Creator Studio is now called YouTube Studio. And click that setting that allows YouTube to monetize your ads.
Hey, Rajesh is here.
Hi, Rajesh. Welcome. Glad that you're here. Thank you for coming. Rajesh is working on her channel, and it's very good. She's putting up videos. Very proud of her. Bumper ads do not have a call to action. They do not have a call to action button. And if you notice when you watch the ads, what are they about? Brand awareness and reach. That's what they're about. Building your brand. They're not about, hey, come buy my this, or hey, go to my channel and that, or hey, come into my store and this. No, they are brand awareness and reach. Bumper ads can have a companion banner. And when I talked about that last week with discovery ads, the way that works is you're watching a video, and right before the video plays is the 6-second bumper ad. And then on the right side of that video, on the bottom right, is this teeny weeny little box that says skippable ad. And that, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you can skip the ad. But also on that same video above and to the right is a companion ad. And literally it's the same thing, but it is a non-animated ad. It doesn't have sound, it doesn't have music, it doesn't have anything. It's just text and a graphic. And that's all it is. And it is auto-generated. That's the other super cool thing. It is auto-generated from your video, or you can custom design it. A great benefit of bumper ads. How many people have a long attention span anymore? Not many, right? We're really mostly like squirrels. Like if something comes along, we're like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, you know, and get all distracted and start doing something else. 6 seconds. Most people will watch 6 seconds. Most people will. So this is a smart ad, and this is why it is YouTube's most successful ad. 6-second bumper ads. Think about using them. Seriously, I want you to think about using them. So how will you be charged? We have a question.
No, Tom's here.
Oh, Tom's here. Hey, Tom, welcome. Glad you're here. Thank you for coming. Bumper ads are very, very cost effective because they are what's called CPM, cost per thousand, cost per mil, M-I-L-L-E, which stands for thousand. What are impressions? Well, impressions are literally every time it's displayed by YouTube. That's what's considered an impression. And so this is one of those like weirdo gray areas that people get all freaked out about because, you know, do they trust YouTube? Do they know if their ad really showed? How do they know? Like, was it displayed? Was it not displayed? But there's such a reasonably priced ad, and YouTube, believe me, YouTube wants people to see them and engage with them. So they want you to spend money making 6-second bumper ads. They want you to spend money making any ad. So the cost per thousand, when it's all about impressions and impressions are just that it's displayed, makes a lot of people nervous. I don't think you should be nervous about that. Just do it. The average, this is an amazing statistic, the average cost per thousand ad on YouTube is less than a penny. It's less than a penny. $9, and how much is that? $9.68 for 1,000 times that it's displayed. Did you hear what I just said? 1,000 times that it's displayed. This is so cost effective for you and so great because think about it, your ad playing in front of 1,000 videos for $9.68, not even a penny of view, not even a penny. Is it worth it? I mean, I think it's like a no-brainer. I think this is a no-brainer. It's cents on the dollar, literally cents on the dollar. So what are the best practices for bumper ads? Add comedy. Add comedy. So that really helps. If you add comedy or you tell a story, like when we just saw the Halls ad at the very beginning. And the first thing that happens is you see a father and his adorable little daughter, and she's sitting there looking at him with a lollipop. And what happens when the ad starts? She coughs right on him. Okay, that's comedy. That's comedy, but also it tells a story. It tells a story about a dad who's willing to put up with really literally anything for the apple of his eye, right? That's what it says to me. You can also showcase an entire product line in 6 seconds. You absolutely can do that. And for most of you, you think of your videos in terms of minutes. This is such a powerful way for you to think of video. So powerful. Because if you think in terms of brevity and conciseness and how to optimize the visuals in your videos, 6-second bumper ads. It also gives you a way, and you also should be highlighting the elements of your brand. These are all best practices. This is what all the big brands are doing. Create a simple, actionable message. And I know I use Nike a lot, but my gosh, I mean, it's just such a brilliant, brilliant tagline. Just do it. And it applies to almost everything, doesn't it? It just applies to almost everything. So, man, use emotion, but because it's such a short ad, you should focus on one emotion, just one. So if you want people to be horrified, just focus on horror. If you want people to be, like, oh, that's so sweet, like if it's all about puppies or something like that, then that's the emotion. If you want it to be romance and love, literally just focus on that. Begin with a striking visual. So I'm just going to go back for a second. She's wearing a coat, but what happens? The first thing that happens is she opens the coat, and what does she have on? She's got on like a tiny little sports bra. Shocking. Okay, so it's shocking. So one of the things that you want to do is you just want to quick grab attention from your viewer. Begin with a striking visual, and that allows a viewer to orient themselves. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. That's really hard to read even for me. People who choose to watch an ad are 75% more engaged. I'm just going to read it right here. 75% more engaged than those who are forced to do so. So when you create an ad that is so smart and so visual and so engaging and so much fun, if you have comedy, if you tell a story, if you've got great visuals and you've got music and sound and action and it's powerful, every single one of these things is a very smart thing to do for your own videos. I mean, this is just like, wow, this is a super class in marketing. That's what this is, a super class in marketing. Because 6-second ads, if you can do all this in 6 seconds, you can sure as heck do this for a 1, 5, 10, or 15-minute video, can't you? I mean, can't you add all this kind of stuff? Yeah, I think you can. And that's what you want to think about. So you want to think about, how can I make a fantastic bumper ad, but B, how can I make all of my ads dynamic? How can I make all of my videos dynamic? How can I make all of my videos engaging? How can I get people to watch them from beginning to end? All of this. Okay, one more, Duracell.
This is the #1 trusted brand.
This is the #1 trusted brand. I mean, you can't even forget it, because 6 seconds, you can remember every single bit of it. And, taking apart the batteries and smashing them back together, it's dynamic. It catches your attention. It's got all of the elements that you want for a successful, memorable, branded ad. You pay for bumper ads by impressions. By impressions. All they have to do is be displayed. When you are targeting bumper ads, you target before you place the ad. And I just went over that, like not only 10 minutes ago, I just went over that. You target before you place the ad. Go to Think with Google, type in Find My Audience, and research, 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 research. This is what a great marketer does. A great marketer does their research before they place the ad, so that YouTube and Google place that ad precisely where it will get you the most for your money. Precisely. So the more you give them, the more targeted, the smarter your research is, the better your research is, the better your ad will perform. And it's all based on what you give them. So it does take time, but hey, guess what? As you're doing this, aren't you learning a ton about your audience? Yeah. So aren't you going to be making a bunch of better videos for your channel? Yes. So all of this is fantastic for you in so many ways, much more than just making an ad and getting a return on your investment, an ROI. Much more than that. This is all about learning who your audience is, what do they want, how to present it to them the best way, and then making videos and ads that do that. Okay. Tip. Most users start with a $100 budget. It's not a lot of money. You can do that. You know, it's very doable. But do you have to spend $100? No. You literally could start with $5. You could start with whatever you want. This is up to you. They don't say to you, oh, there's a minimum on this. There isn't. You are in charge of this. But when you do an ad campaign, you do need to give it enough time to perform. You do need to give it enough days, maybe weeks, so that you can see if it has an actual outcome. But the cool thing is you can constantly look at the analytics and see how it's performing. And maybe it needs to be tweaked, or maybe it needs to get something new. You can do A/B testing. You can run 2 of the same ads, but with different visuals. There is so much that you can do. Do I have a question?
Sam has a question.
Sam has a question.
I never considered using 6-second bumper ads. I know you said they aren't actionable. Does that mean there isn't a way for viewers to click on a link to a website on your YouTube channel?
Sam asks, though he never considered using bumper ads before, he wants to know, is there a way to add something clickable? Am I correct in that? To add something clickable to a bumper ad? No, there's not. There's not. This is one of the things about bumper ads that you cannot do, is you cannot do a call to action from the ad itself. That you cannot do. The whole point of bumper ads is to build awareness of your brand and reach your audience, to gain a larger audience and to build your brand. That's what it's all about. So this is not a call to action kind of ad. This is a reach, a branding ad. Those are the 2 goals for bumper ads. Ad recall and lift. Do any of you know what these terms are? If you are doing advertising and you look at your report metrics, and metrics are how well you performed, then ad recall and lift are something very, very, very similar to you, something that you know very, very well. Ad recall is, did the viewer remember it? Did they remember what they just saw? And if they remembered it, how long after they saw it do they remember it? Is it something that was so memorable that they tell other people about it? That's ad recall. Is it something that's so memorable that they repeat the actionable message? That's memorable. That's ad recall. So you definitely want to create something that has great ad recall. And you will see that in your metric reports. You'll know. So the metric looks like a sample of respondents. Okay, that's how it's going to look. And it's going to ask them, did you remember this? Did you recall this? That's a metric. Now, lift metrics is different from ad recall. Lift metrics are, did it lift up your sales? Did it increase your sales because of the brand awareness, because of the reach that it created? So brand awareness is not just for people to start to know your brand. It's also for newbies to get to know your brand. It's not just reinforcing it, it's growing it. It's expanding it. It's building the reach of your brand. And when that happens, it should, without a call to action button and without a call to action, it should start to increase either the sales of products, or people asking about your services, or people looking at videos on your channel, or people subscribing to your channel. These are all measurable metrics that you can look for to see if the ad is working. So ad recall and lift, those are the 2 metrics that you look for with a bumper ad. And with a bumper ad, there are only 2 goals, and that's brand awareness and reach. Okay, questions? Questions about bumper ads for me? Who's got any more questions?
No.
No more questions?
Not that I can see.
No more questions. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly talk about Zazumi while you're thinking if you have any additional questions. So I have launched the Zazumi membership, and it is for you to be able to do things super fast, not have to focus on them, not have to worry about them, and get things done. And it's all about video marketing, and it's video marketing for you. And the membership includes 5 major things on a monthly basis. The first one is an action video plan. Action. So every single month you will get for that month actionable videos that you can make for your business. This is totally about business. It's about marketing and branding and promoting your business to build your brand, grow your audience, grow your reach, and make money, right? Make money. That's what this is all about. So I don't know how many of you have even tried to do this on a regular basis, but as a small business owner, and I started my first business when I was in college. This is my 7th business. So I've had multiple businesses over a long period of time. And what I know is that marketing is huge. If you don't market your business, how do people even know you exist? So marketing is super important. But as a small business owner, you've got very limited time in your life. You've got very limited time in the day, and you spend a lot of money on a lot of things. And then all of a sudden it's like, how much money do you have left for marketing? If you haven't budgeted for it, you need to. You need to budget for branding and marketing, because how else do people find you? How else do people see you? When we first started out, I guess that was my 3rd business. And Sal came into the business with me after I had already started 2 other businesses. Sal came into the business with me and he became my partner. And at that time, everything was print. Everything was printed. It was print ads, it was magazines, it was all this kind of stuff. And we spent probably, I think at that time, 30 to 40% of our profits back into ads to grow our business. And I think today, if you are starting out and you're a brand new business, you have to seriously think about adding in money to brand yourself. Because how do people find out about you? How do people know that you exist? How do people find your products and services? Well, you got to market and advertise yourself. So the Zazumi membership, it provides you with a monthly video marketing plan. It also provides you with actionable titles. It also provides you with template thumbnails so that you can actually just use them and get your stuff up there. And those are 3 of the things that are so important when you're advertising and marketing, is to get that right. Because with video, there are 2 things that are going to make or break your channel. And that is your thumbnail, because it's the first thing that people see. And if they don't click it, they're not coming to your channel. And the second thing is, if your thumbnail gets their attention, your title. So is your title intriguing enough to get them to click? So if they don't click on your thumbnail, but they see it and they look at it, and then they look at your title and your title is dynamic and pow, then they're going to go and look at your video. Now it's up to you with the content to keep them watching. But that's another thing that the video action plan does, is it gives you ways and videos to make to get people to continue watching and coming back over and over again. So those are 3 things. What's the 4th thing? The 4th thing is a private Facebook group, so that we have a community where we can all meet 24/7. Facebook is 24/7. So 24/7, you can ask questions of each other. You can interact with each other. You can find new products and services from each other. Maybe you can find an accountability partner. A lot of things that none of us have on a regular basis as small business owners, because we don't have time. We're so involved in our business. We're working hard. So these are things that you need, and here they are, done for you. So all of this is done for you, done for you, done for you. And what is the last thing? The last thing is that you will get weekly live Q&A from me. And if it won't be me, it will be another expert on video marketing, things that have to do with video, on branding and social media, all this kind of stuff every single week. So all of this is huge. This is the kind of thing that on a monthly basis you really want to do. And for founding members, it's only $15 a month until we formally launch on June 6th, and then all the prices are going to go up. So I'm going to keep going past that. And if you want to learn all about Zazumi, just go to zazu.me or zazumi.com, whichever you want to do, and go and look at the site and read the things, go and look at the different membership offers, because wow, I mean, what can you get for $15 a month? I mean, a cup of coffee, 3 cups of coffee, it's like not much, right? Not a whole lot. But what we're offering you is exactly what you want and exactly what you need. And it's because so many of you have asked me the same exact questions. I don't know what to post on my channel. You know, I'm a business, but I don't really know what to put up there. I don't know what kind of videos to make. I don't even know how to make thumbnails. I'm not sure about the titles. These are all very common questions, and I get it. Because when Sal and I started out doing video marketing for our business 9 years ago, we didn't know crap about it. We were like, I don't know what to do. We didn't know about video, and we didn't know how to film, and we didn't know about lighting or camera. And gosh, at that time, 9 years ago, we used a video camera. I mean, literally a video camera. It wasn't even digital. So we had to convert it and all this kind of stuff. It was crazy. But you know what? It was huge because so many of our customers were able to see things, to understand things, to understand how to use the product, to understand how to put together something that they were buying from us. So video is enormous for all of those reasons. So smart to use video for marketing. And then over the period of 9 years, we learned more and more and more and more and more about video and video marketing and how powerful it is. And it's incredibly powerful, very dynamic. Really, the one thing that your business needs more than anything in today's world is video marketing. Because you have to get out there, and video marketing is free. I mean, literally, it's free. So yes, you can pay for ads, and yes, you can pay for discovery ads and bumper ads and skippable and non-skippable in-stream ads. And it's very smart to do that. Very, very smart to do that. But also, it's very smart to use free social media to take those videos and share them across all of the platforms that your customers are using. And this is what you want to do, is you want to be aware of what are the platforms that your customers are on, what kind of content do they expect to see on those platforms, and give it to them. That's what you want. That's what you want to do. So when you're making these wonderful ads, when you're making these amazing skippable, non-skippable 6-second or 30-second or whatever you're doing, learn all about your audience, learn all about the great ways, the smart ways. Go back and look at this video again, because I just told you exactly what the strategy is that the biggest brands in the world are using to create ads. And it's their strategies. And I know this because YouTube said this is the strategy that the biggest brands are using. And they know it because they're all on YouTube, you know, they're all on YouTube. So go back and look at it again, learn exactly what I just told you for free about how to make the best ads, the very top best ads to build your brand and build your reach and gain new customers and sell more, because that's the goal. Sell more, sell more, and then use everything you learn in the videos for your business. Okay. So are there any questions about Zazumi? If there are, please put them in the chat or post them in comments below this video when the video is posted. And Sal and I are happy to help you and answer any questions you have. I highly encourage you to sign up and become a founding member of Zazumi today when the price is only $15 a month. It will be going up June 6th. And sign up for our newsletter, because every single week we give out great information about YouTube and videos on YouTube, resources and tools and things like that. Subscribe to our channel. We're up to 305 subscribers, which is pretty great. We're still trying to hit that 1,000 so that we can become a YouTube partner and start making money on the ads surrounding that. But we're doing it. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. And we know you will too. And what else? That is YouTube Bootcamp. So if any of you have any additional questions, let us know. Put them in the comments below when I post the video. And also you can put them in the chat right now. I can't see them, but Sal can see them. And we are going to be, I think we're going to be doing our group shot in just a few seconds. So I hear the murmurings of little feet out there. So I'm pretty sure my mom and Sal are going to be coming in just a few seconds to say hello. And thank you. Thank you for coming. If there are any questions about anything that has to do with bumper ads, that has to do with skippable or non-skippable or discovery ads, let me know in the comments below, or go rewatch the videos from last week and the week before. So here we go.
Ready for the group shot?
Group shot.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So today we are doing princess group shots. I don't know if this is actually going to fit on my head. It's a very small little crown. But okay, here we are, Mom, Sal, and me. And we are going to say thank you guys so much for coming. We appreciate you. We're so glad to see you every single week. And we're going to do a big thank you, all of you. Thank you so much.
Dating game.
One more.
Oh.
Thank you all. Thank you all for showing up. And if you have any additional questions, let us know in the comments below. And we'll see you next week. Ciao, guys.